Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Mary Sky Ridley's video blog. I'm Mary Sky. So I have a lot of people around my inner circle and so forth asking about Social Security, SSI, veterans benefits, Social Security survivors, Social Security retirements, and Social Security disability insurance checks. Chloe, we're having some lunch soon and we're going to put a movie in, but let's go down and cut brass tacks. There's people out there doing updates every day, okay? And the facts, you need to know the complete source, okay? A woman basically was challenging me on my source, okay? You go to Direct Express, you hit the little Corona box, what they're doing, etc., and it comes up with a PDF that basically states, we have no information at this time, the IRS doesn't either, when SSI, SSDI, SSS survivors, SSR, Social Security retirement, veterans, railroad, etc., when the Direct Express, when the payments go into the card, okay? Now, let me tell you, first they talked about payments going out April 6th. That didn't happen. Then they said payments were going out the week of the end, and people are getting their checks on the 11th, the people that need it more. Now, I'm going to explain something to you all in my video to make it short and simple, okay? I don't want you to be negative. I don't want you to say I'm an asshole or whatever. But here's the deal. The government, that's always my line, is here's the deal. The government is allowing the disabled people to be hanging in limbo, the SSI people, the retirement, etc. Now, everyone knows when people get the money, a lot of people are going to spend it foolishly. A lot of people are going to hoard it. A lot of people aren't going to be thinking practically, okay? This woman knows what's going on, okay? I've been asking one question and one question only, and that is Direct Express, okay? They got these portals coming out that basically say put in your info. But Direct Express doesn't give you the account info, the routing info. You have to go dig through it and then call them, and it's a long process. They're like, don't worry. I talked to someone who said when payments do go in, it'll go in. But the problem is it's the play on words. People say, oh, well, we're going to get our Social Security check tomorrow because you might have filed 2018 or 2019 taxes, so you might get your payment tomorrow. But other people, when they look at the calendar date, people give timelines, right? The government gave a timeline, but the timeline, they don't have to stick with it. Right now, Direct Express's only thing when I talked to people today was that it is in limbo. Basically, they don't know when payments are going to be dropped out. They said it could be the 20th, it could be the 27th. Now, if you Google certain answers and reports on Social Security, they say they got till the end of the year, the 31st of December. That's what newspapers are publishing to get payments out of the stimulus check. Now, as you all know, they're talking about May 4th or something onwards, there's going to be paper checks. A lot of people don't trust the government with their quote-unquote direct express or direct deposit info, so they want paper. Paper is going to take a while. They're going to be printing about 5 million checks a week. So if you don't get your check direct deposited by May 4th, then you're on one of these things that you got to wait. Now, a lot of people out there saying, well, where's my check? I want it now. Well, I've been asking direct through different channels and the same answer again. So I went straight to the Direct Express this morning. You call them up. They got an 800 number, 1-888-741-1115. Again, it's 1-888-741-1115. You have a card? Before you even put your card information in, your last digits of your card or Social Security number, they'll tell you, we don't have any information on the economic stimulus plan. That tells you right there, the play on words is they don't know when you're going to get your money. And people say, oh, well, we're going to get it the 15th. No, they said the first wave of checks will go out on the week of the 13th, but some people are getting it early on the week of the April 11th. Now, some people are getting the checks right now all the way to the 17th. Now, I've heard rumors because they can't confirm it. Read newspapers, latest information at CNN and other places. Go to your local television news networks, like we live in the surrounding area of Seattle, so we got King 5, Cairo, Como. They've stated there's no timeline for Social Security. They say it might go out in the second wave, which could be the 20th or the 27th. There's rumors going out there that people are saying, "Oh well, we're going to get our checks on the day of on our day we pick up our, our disability." Or when people file for retirement and disability, if you're not getting SSI and SSDI combined, you don't get your checks on the 3rd of the month. SSI recipients get it either last day of the month or the first day of the month. So think of it that way. They're talking about their payments will be coming either May 1st or April 30th. I mean, literally, May 1st is a Friday, so it's a good day. But everyone else is going to get their checks on April 30th. If it's on the 3rd, because the 3rd is on a Sunday, so everything falls on a Friday. So, usually payments go out. Now, everyone knows Direct Express, your payments released to you around 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time or 1 a.m. Eastern Time. So 1 a.m. Eastern Time on May 1st or 10 p.m. on April 30th is when payments are going out. Rumor has it the payments will be going out, quote unquote, on that day. Now, the government did not stipulate. They say they're trying to get all the payments on the second wave. But the government has a lot of people. There's about 80 million people on Social Security. 80 million or so is what rumor has it. So 80 million people that didn't file taxes. That means from the 6th to say the 20th or the 27th or later, they got to pull 80 million numbers, which takes time. And so people sit there and say, "Well, when is my Direct Express payment coming?" Call Direct Express. They'll tell you the same thing on their thing. We have no clue when the payments. Check the IRS website. They got a PDF up. Literally, they're basically turning around and basically telling you. You can go to Direct Express's own website, just Google it, and hit Direct Express. Click on the PDF at the top, and it'll tell you, we have no information. No, I'll do it right here to read you exactly what it says. So all of you lovely people out there watching this video can get an insight of what's going on without basically sitting there. I will do updates from time to time on Direct Express. I check it daily anyways because I have Direct Express. So you go to Google and you put in Direct Express. Okay. All right. So Direct Express loaded. Thank God for fiber internet plugged into my desktop. Wi-Fi has been really crappy lately, so not to complain. Okay, so it says here, COVID update. Click on learn more. It says, go direct gov, GPW resources, yada, yada, yada. You can find the PDF. And down here in the blue box, stimulus payments, it says, and I quote, "We do not have any information about stimulus payments at this time. Visit irs.gov/coronavirus for updates." You go to the IRS website, it doesn't have any updates on dates. They're not basically posting dates because the thing is right now, I'm going to tell it like it is. I ain't sugarcoating it, okay? The government is basically turning around and allowing, right now, they got to implement everything. So if they can't implement it by the 13th, they're not going to be implementing it until the 17th. If they can pull 80 million records by then, that's fine. People say, "Oh, well, we're going to get our stimulus on the 20th. We don't know that. Basically, the IRS website. Now, Direct Express will update that information as it comes available. They'll be like, "Your payment will be in on the 20th. No, they don't have any dates. The IRS ain't giving any dates to Direct Express to when they're going to drop the money into your Direct Express card. So basically, it's a play on words. People say, "Oh, well, we're entitled." You might be entitled by government law, but you get to wait like everyone else. I mean, look, if it comes the 20th, you should be happy. Today's the 14th. If it comes the 18th, you should be happy. If it comes on May 1st, you should be happy. But right now, there is no solidified dates. And that's why people out there are getting upset. "Oh, when's my payment coming?" Again, let me put it to you this way so I don't sugarcoat this. The government knows the people that have Direct Express, that has that money. Hi, Chloe. Maybe you'd like to come in here for a minute?
Hold on, let me get your dinner.
My lunch. Anyways, what? Yeah. Well, thank you. My bottom line is this. Okay, I don't want to make this video too long. I want to get Chloe's opinion, but she's getting my lunch. So basically, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The government knows a lot of people on SSDI, SSI. Well, thank you. SSI, SSDI are going to spend foolishly. And so they're basically trying to hold it as much as possible. Some people might have extra bills. Other people might want to use it for groceries. A lot of people are looking forward to putting this into the economy. And the government's like, I mean, look, no one knows literally when this virus will end. We might get a second stimulus check. But in the meantime, you all got to be patient. And that means you can't just sit there. I called Direct Express a little bit ago. Got an automated service. Talked to someone in the phone part. They said, quote unquote, there is no information. People are calling left and right asking for when their payment is. Where's the answer to it?
These people are impatient. They're greedy too.
They're impatient. Yeah, you guys are impatient. Look, I've been following these stories. I've been watching people do updates, and I disagree with their updates. They're not getting to the meat or the crux of the problem. The problem is, I mean, I just read to you where it states at the Direct Express website, we have no answers. We have no answers to when the stimulus payment will be put on the card. No answers. What's that tell you, Chloe?
Yeah. Exactly.
Tells you right there the government doesn't have any intentions right now of releasing dates. You'll get your money when you get it. And the way I said it to this one woman was, it could be 2 weeks, it could be 4 weeks, it could be 8 weeks. They got to implement it. Chloe, do you think the government could just flip a switch and have 80 million payments sent out? They got to go in and figure out 80 million Direct Express people, or 5 million, or 10 million, or 50 million, and they got to make it count. People are like, oh, well, we're going to be on the 15th. Well, you're only going to be on the 15th tomorrow, supposedly payment setup, if you filed your taxes. It'd be like Chloe filing for 2018 and 2019 taxes. She got disability, and they sent her a check tomorrow, direct deposit, Direct Express. Then you guys will get your money. But since people don't have to file on Social Security, no one knows when it's going to happen. I mean, I've read you the report. I'm going to get Chloe's opinion. Chloe, I'm going to read you something.
Okay.
And I want to get Chloe's opinion because Chloe analyzes this really well. And I'm going to click on this again. If you want the information, go 1-888-741-1115. Again, it's 1-888-741-1115. And call them up, and they'll tell you they have no information. Now, let me do this. Clicking on Direct Express. Okay, I'm going to read Chloe the box. Just the box from the PDF. Says here, there's a little red thing right up here at the top of the screen, almost midway through. It says, your benefit payments will continue on time. Learn more. Click on the COVID update. And then it says, here we go. Let it load, PDF. It says, and I quote, stimulus payment. Here's where I get Chloe's opinion on this. We do not have any information about stimulus payments at this time. Visit irs.gov/coronavirus for updates as they become available. You go to the IRS, it doesn't say when payments are going to go out. It says here, do not call, do not do not this, do not this. You know, right there. Refunds, individuals. Okay, more information for individuals. You click on it, okay? You're not going to get anything, okay? It says deadlines, tax information, what you need to know about the impact payments. Okay. So, basically, okay, go here, right? Non-filers, enter your payment. You weren't required to file. It says right here, if you receive these benefits, we already have your information. We'll see $1,200. Do not use this application if you receive Social Security, retirement, disability, SSDI, or survivors, railroad, or survivors. Special note, please, people in this group who have qualifying children under age 17 can use the application to claim the $500 payment per child. So if you have children and you're on disability, you got to use the portal for this, the non-filers. But it says here, If you receive these benefits, but before we continue with reading this again, your opinion on the Direct Express thing where it says we have no information this time, check IRS website. That means it could be a play on words. It could wait 6 months.
Yeah, it could be 6 months to a year.
Well, by 12/31/2020 by the newspapers is when they have to have all payments sent. So here's the thing again. Play on words, Chloe. If you receive these benefits, we already have your information, and you will receive $1,200. Do not use this application if you receive Social Security, retirement, disability, SSDI, or survivors, railroad, or survivors of railroad employees. Okay? So, right there. Now, before you guys sit there and say to me, and that is, where's the date? Is there a date that says when you're going to get paid? So, and you're supposed to get info. Do you see a date where it says your payment date will be X amount or X amount? No. That's because the government turned around and isn't giving a solid date. Newspapers are building a timeline based on the IRS, but the IRS ain't giving any info. Look at Chloe. Let me get your opinion on this. Steve Mnuchin's trying to help as many Americans out as possible get their payments to them so they don't starve, right? Or for the needs that they need. But the SSI recipients are really having a problem. AARP is actually fighting for SSI recipients. SSI people have to file on that portal. That basically, otherwise they don't get a payment. I'm going to eat this while I talk to you because, well, it's my lunch. But I want to get Chloe's opinion. What do you think?
Yes. I mean, let's wait patiently. You're going to have to. The storm is just going to ride out.
I know a lot of people out there are impatient. And there's a good reason for it. Let me get Chloe's opinion on this real quick before I log off. Why do you think they're impatient?
So, they want their money. They don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, but wanting their money, what are they going to spend it on?
What do they want, actually? That's true. Oh.
Well, you answered properly. So, basically, look at it that way. Social Security people need to realize on their Direct Express card, there is no information. You got to look at it from that big picture. They're not going to get information because it's a play, as Aaron would say if he was alive, on words. Basically, you sit there and you think you're going to get paid tomorrow. Look, usually Direct Express payments come in around 10 p.m. to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time or 1 a.m. Eastern. I tell you really want to know when your payment's coming? I'll tell you. Direct Express also, when you call their number, their website doesn't have it, by the way. I'm a Direct Express person since 2007. Basically, they say, and I quote, on the website, it doesn't show up. If you call up their 800 number, it'll tell you if there's a pending transaction, even from the Treasury Department, IRS. If there is no pending check, and you could check between now and 10 o'clock every about. They'll give you updates about 12 hours before the deposit comes in. If there's nothing for tonight's deposit, there's nothing pending. So what I would do, if I was really serious and you have Direct Express, check back every 12 hours. Call it, check around 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific time, and that'll tell you right then and there if you're going to get your money. Right now, there's no pending transactions tonight. So, because if money was going to go in on the 15th, tomorrow, You would say pending transaction. That means tomorrow around that time, call them up. If there's no pending transactions, you ain't gonna get it on the 16th. Keep doing it, and you'll know exactly when you'll get your money. Now, a lot of people say, "Oh, well, we're entitled to it. We're gonna get it this week." Doesn't seem it's gonna happen this week. But the bottom line is, it might be next week or the week after or the week after. Like I said, rumor is you might get it on the day you get your main payment. Play on words. Any final thoughts? No? So think of it this way. You can go watch all these people giving you Social Security payment updates. But when it comes to Direct Express and Social Security, you'll know it when you know it. Just keep contacting Direct Express. It's 800 number. Keep checking your bank account. And if you really want sources and you really want to do your own research so you don't have to ask the same question, I implore you to use a Google search every day for Social Security stimulus checks. It'll pull up the latest news. For example, let me give you a source real quick. So you go to Google, right? Okay, so I'm in Google. It loads. Then you go Social Security stimulus check, right? Now, this is not actual fact, okay? For example, like the Motley Fool, for example, right? The Fool, Motley Fool, all right? It states right here. Volume payments process of a tiny fraction of those will be paid out, qualifying under 1,200 and adult, child. And it says first stimulant payment started to arrive. IRS announced via Twitter on Saturday, April 11th. This is coming from the Motley Fool, so I don't want anyone saying I'm copywriting anything because I'm not. It basically states first payments on the 11th. House and Ways Committee estimated IRS make 60 million direct deposits in mid-April. The IRS makes second round of April payments. Social Security beneficiaries who didn't file taxes. That's the second wave, but this is not basically concrete of dates. It just says a second wave after the first wave, which is the 15th. So basically, it's basically telling you, you guys get to wait till that time. Now, if you go to top stories, you can click on other things like, like it talks about this. When are you getting your stimulus checks? Who's getting your stimulus checks? And you just click on some of the top newses, and it'll tell you. I go with the latest timestamp. Like it'll say like 3 hours ago. I'll grab this like this. The USA Today. Again, I'm going to quote you the USA Today, so I'm not copywriting any. But the USA Today basically says, I'm playing on words. Largeman's, right here it says, consumers, the first direct deposit is Saturdays, others starting to see more information Monday. And then it basically states, when will you get your money? You scroll to it, it says, when you actually get your money can vary. You see, there's the word, vary. First group would include people who already given their bank account information to the IRS for direct deposit. The IRS already has direct deposit for Direct Express cards. They're basically saying, in addition, Social Security beneficiaries who filed tax returns that include direct deposit information will be the first group. Second wave of could hit banks' accounts as early, play on words, of the week of April 20th. For a group of people who receive benefits via direct deposit but make not enough money to require to file federal taxes, most of this group will not need to file extra forms to receive this money. So let's talk to Chloe for a second. Chloe, you read this. Let me read it to you again. when you actually get your money can vary. First group is going out right now. The second group supposedly says, second group again, as early as the week of the 20th, which is next week. So, share your opinion on money. When you get your money can vary, and as early as the week of the 20th. Give me your opinion.
Well, when it comes out, it comes out. That's all I have to say. I'm not worried about it.
Exactly. So while you guys are sitting there wanting to go funnel money into spending it foolishly, the government knows it, so they're basically lollygagging, right? They're basically being slow, but they also don't know how to basically control how many people are going to get it right away. There you have it. So there's your answers to the Social Security questions. You got to see your money can vary. You could get it tomorrow. You could get it 3 months from now. They don't have to give it. They're using the play on words that says and these are analysts. They're saying that they're talking about sending it out. The IRS website doesn't have exact dates. The IRS, if you really want to know IRS info, subscribe to the Twitter channel. There's a lot of people out there demanding to know when their Social Security benefit checks are coming. You know, their stimulus checks for people that's already on it, that didn't file taxes. You know what? The play on words is it varies from person to person. It also varies, like they said, on the dates, as early as. So think of it that way, okay? Think of it. If you have any comments, please leave them nice and clean below. I will answer questions. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please add subscribe. Please post comments. Please leave feedback, suggestion. Hit that like, subscribe button so it's fun for the family, including your dogs, your cats, your bunnies. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay tuned for more updates, and I will give you an update tomorrow on what's going on. Because, like I said, check out Direct Express's own website. I won't leave the link below. You can find it through Google. I'm lazy, and my lunch is calling. And two is, check the IRS website. It'll tell you there is no actual concrete dates. They're just sending it out randomly when they get everything put together. Third is, be patient. You'll get your money when you get it. For the rest of you out there, peace, and may God bless you in this time of crisis. God bless you all, and good night.